I just did a session with Nikki, who's awesome. Nikki, what were you feeling, without sharing details, what were you feeling when you first sat down in this session?
I have been feeling heavy and hopeless.
And how do you feel now?
I feel so good. I did not even believe that was going to be a thing. Not that I didn't have faith in you, but I was like, there is no process that does this. But I'm actually, my face hurts from smiling.
Really good. Would you recommend this to someone else?
Yes. Yeah.
Would you do it again?
Yeah. If I had something specific to I wanted to bring to you, for sure, I would do it again.
Awesome. Well, Nikki, thank you for sharing your time and energy and giving me the opportunity to help you clear something.
Thank you for helping me clear something.
Sick. And how long do you think that you've been carrying, so the main emotions from this belief system in particular, were a lot of guilt, a lot of regret, and a lot of shame. So how long do you think you were carrying those emotions at a 7 or 8 level? How long do you think you had that, carried that with you? I think you're a genius, and I think you're going to crush it with your business.
Thank you. Well, everybody's a genius in their own way, and it's going to be interesting to see how this comes out. I remember I felt like, do you ever do Think and Grow Rich with Napoleon Hill? You ever read that? Mm-hmm. Well, he said, in every adversity, there's a seed for an opportunity that is equal to or greater than that adversity.
Don't feel like answering anymore.
I found it, as an aside, I found it really fascinating how, seemingly on the surface, and this is how most belief systems work, that, yours is about, I think, 25 layers it was. Some people have, I did one that was 11. Sometimes it's really, really short, but often they're these vast, intricate belief systems. And at the surface, you have some dominant emotion, which was, let's say, frustration for you. And as we go down the layers, it really was fascinating for me seeing how much of these perspectives were making you sad. And it was coming from a place of, I really want to help people and wish, what could I do that they could be different? It was really, really cool seeing that it was really coming from a good place. But the perspectives were just perspectives that weren't really serving. And it would be far more empowering to those people to just let those things go, because then it allows you to be more awesome, allows you to actually make impact with the right people when you feel like, oh, this is actually someone who can actually benefit from a conversation or whatever it might be.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
So you are increasing your baseline more and more and more. You are feeling better and better and better and better and better. You are letting more and more shit go. More stuff, even if we don't have like a Terminator fucking HUD on our eyes, like VR style, where we could see okay, this manifestation is coming in, and all this money's over here. Just because we can't see an overlay of the shit coming does not mean it's not. It means this is coming. The only way, not the only way, but the best way you have access to having that stuff start to show up is to have more fun. So what I'd say, maybe stop clearing stuff for the next 2 weeks and just go on a fucking mission/rampage of just doing whatever the fuck you want for the next 2 weeks, and then come back and clear stuff.
I like that. I could totally do that.
And I'm going to do the same, because I've also been clearing some shit, and I think you and I have a similar thing.
I know you have. Yeah.
So how's that feel? Do you still feel tired, or do you feel fucking liberated?
Bro, I feel so much lighter, and I feel like I'm exhaling. I'm able to breathe better too.
Nice. Very nice.
That was really good.
My pleasure, man.
Thank you. Yes.
At a 7 or 8 level, probably maybe a year or two, but at a level 10, probably 10 years.
Wow. And when I heard that, it was like somebody promised it to me. God, it was almost like God promised that to me. Okay, I'm going to take that adversity and I'm going to make $1 million from it or whatever it is.
It's kind of well, where am I going? Do you know what I mean? It's there's nowhere to get to, because I'm just here.
Brilliant.
So where am I trying to get to? Where's that end destination?
Talking, expanding on that, it's not about not getting anywhere. I was really excited for this call. That's what you'd call inspired action. That's the only action you should be taking. Inspired action, inspired action, inspired action. So as we're practicing building emotional awareness and resilience, as we're letting more stuff go, feeling lighter and lighter and lighter, you're going to get these impulses, which is inspired action to do things. And that's naturally going to start to build out various different things in your life, be it relationships, better health, more wealth. But it's going to flow from this place of inspiration. So it's not going to be difficult. It's not going to be hard. It's not going to be contracted. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be fun. This call is fun. I was excited for this call. It's fun to write a post. It's fun to edit content for my business. It's fun. I love it. Because I'm not in my own way as much as I was in the past. To some degree still, I'm working through stuff. We all are working stuff. Even the guy coaching me is working through shit. And he says it all the time. He's still working through shit. So it's a never-ending process of just letting more and more go. And we're always going to have, it's called the path of least resistance, not the path of no resistance. So there's always going to be contrast. There's always going to be things that we necessarily don't like in the moment. But it's only bringing more awareness to perspective we have that can be let go of and evolved into something that serves, something that is more relevant, something that is more true now than it maybe was in the past. Maybe it was relevant in the past. We started looking at the world through this lens, through these glasses, because it made sense at the time. But now, fucking 20 years later, oh my God, I'm wearing the same glasses. My prescription. Better eyes. No, let me still wear this shit. No. Now it's time to look at the brain is of this information and be like, oh, this is making me feel like shit. Let me get rid of that. That kind of sucks. Not really helpful anymore. And I can get rid of that. We're doing it right now. You're getting rid of lenses right now. You're swapping up, feeling better and better. So you will get things. The more being present to the moment, if you hear that in spirituality, you're in the now. Use the power of the now. The power of the now is just being aware of how you're feeling emotionally and taking those inspired actions, taking those impulses and not getting caught up in when is it going to happen? How is it going to happen? When is it going to happen? How is it going to happen? Because that creates attachment. That's focusing on lack. That makes you feel like shit. It'll make anybody feel like shit. So you didn't really have a question there, but I wanted to rant on that because I think it's a really good point. So do you still feel empty and useless because you don't think there's anything you can do about it because it's too late?
No, I think there's plenty I could do.
You're doing it right now.
Yeah.
How about feeling hopeless because you didn't achieve the things that you wanted to achieve in life yet?
No, I don't. All these emotions that you're spinning off, I don't feel any of them.
Good. And I want to just keep going. We have two more.
No, of course. Yeah. But it's kind of like when you say what I'm saying is that when you read them out loud, they feel hollow to me. They don't feel like there's an emotional kind of attachment to them.
I love that. Hollow. That's perfect. Do you still feel disappointment because you failed at life?
No,
And lastly, do you still feel like a failure?
don't feel like a failure. No, there's a tinge there that I do.
And what's that tinge? Well, here, let me say this. So does it feel like a tinge in the sense of like, let's say when you have a Band-Aid and you rip the Band-Aid off, it's still kind of tender, it's still a little raw, but that'll kind of go away on its own? Does it feel like that? Or does it feel like maybe there's still something that you want to let go of?
I don't know. I'm thinking it's more kind of maybe surface level. Maybe it's what you said. I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe it's just kind of surface level.
Compared to when you started, or when we started, excuse me, if you had to rate yourself 1 to 10, 10 being you feel fucking amazing, 1 being you feel like complete shit, what would you have rated yourself at the start of this session?
About like a 2 or a 3.
And what would you rate yourself now?
About 7 or an 8.
Phenomenal. And how do I pronounce your name?
Imran.
Imran? Imran.
Yeah.
Imran, thank you for this opportunity to help you clear some stuff. And I would just say, let's make another date for like maybe a week from now to have another conversation and just see how you're doing. Because I feel like if you just made that much of a jump, it's probably more of like a tenderness, like a rawness thing. I would just take the week to just enjoy how you feel now and just see what's changed. And then we talk about talk about it a week from now and see where you're at, if there's still stuff you want to clear. How's that sound?
Yeah, it sounds good.
So you think maybe you got it down for 7 to 8 just through your own work, own
Through my
inner
own
work,
work.
own studies?
Mm-hmm.
But it's still pretty high.
Yeah.
And now today, within this last hour, it's completely gone. At a 0. 31 layers evaporated.
Evaporated.
And how do you,
Dust.
and how do you
And Jim Rohn says like the person you become on the way to $1 million is worth like all that. So that's how I feel like I'm going through. So
Amazing.
Yeah.
And my final kind of takeaway on this session, which has been amazing, by the way, thank you for letting me practice and giving me some of your time and energy. I think like we definitely cleared some stuff and shifted some stuff that seemed to be weighing you down. But the main thing I'd say is this feels more like a practicing getting into alignment thing. It doesn't seem like dead weight. It just seems like a skill set thing, and you're doing amazing, and you're only going to keep doing amazing. So just keep practicing, making your alignment a priority, and feeling good and having fun.
feel now?
Amazing. Like I'm gonna sleep like a baby. Like it's opened up space in my heart and my mind and my life.
well, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for letting me do this with you, and I am happy to return the favor anytime.
Yes, that would be awesome.
Yeah. Let me know when you want to, and I will make myself available.
Thank you, Leah.
All right.
That's it. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'm gonna
All right.
drink some water. I'm so parched.
All right. Well, thank you very much. Take care.
Later.
For better things, for more joy, and just for better things. Like who needs that shit? Nobody needs that shit. None of us need that shit.
And last couple questions. Did you feel comfortable with me during the session?
Absolutely, 100%.
Did you feel like you could trust me?
Absolutely, 100%.
Did you feel safe
I
opening up
felt
to me?
completely safe. Completely safe.
It's not Dante telling me what's wrong with me. It's me telling me what's wrong with me. Just answer this super simple question.
And it's you reframing it in a way that feels a lot better.
Yes, and it's the reframing that is the thing. Like that's what happens is this thing gets reframed and it's now associated with that's not that big a deal. Like and you think like I know it seems like when somebody goes just let it go, and you're like shut your face, let it go. How about I punch you in the face? How about I let that go? Right? Like we've all had that experience when somebody tries to tell us to do something, right? Like and it's just not that simple, right? So this is not that. This is not somebody going, yo, bro, just let it go, right? Or, but you have to be the bigger person, let it go. Like, how about a bigger person punch him in the face, right? Like we all had that. Like that's a normal human thing, right? And some of it is just protecting our wounds and things like that. But this is not that thing that's telling you like a falsehood to not be your true self. Like this is asking you questions. They're tiny questions, but they're tiny enough that they can demand that you tell the truth, and doesn't even feel risky. You're like, yeah, I can tell the truth about that. Oh yeah, I can tell the truth about that one too, and that one, and then it keeps on going. But the next thing you know, what happened, right? So it's like, it's funny, there's like you definitely have a sense of loss. I've felt a sense of loss, like some part of me is like, I'm like, oh. Like I kind of enjoyed, unleashing wrath. I felt so justified, but now that I have this disassociation, right? That justification is silly, and the reason why I was doing it, right? I was saying I was doing it for this reason, but now I can't keep thinking it. Like I'm unable to keep thinking it. It is crazy. This is insidious, in the most awesome way possible.
Because you have a way of, I mean, the work, it's almost like the work does itself, but you're a conduit and a leader for guiding through the work, right? And that's a skill. And I felt 100% safe.
Did you feel rushed at all?
No.
Good. 1 out of 10, how would you rate my job?
10 plus.
Good. Thank you for the testimonial.
You're welcome.
Hey, what's up? I'm the Backyard Buddha, and in this video, I want to share something with you. And that something is, my life didn't really dramatically start to change until I learned one thing. Okay, and typically you might hear something like this, like, oh, the one thing, right? The one thing to make tons of money, the one thing to get any girl to talk to you or whatever. But this is one of those times, the rare times, that the one thing actually turns out to be something that's kind of fucking awesome and transformational. And that one thing is, ladies and gentlemen, that all negative emotion just points to a perspective, right? And this is seductively simple, what I'm saying here, but it's also incredibly powerful. And that's usually what I found to be the case with really, really powerful stuff. It usually is pretty simple. So all the emotions for years and years of my life that I carried, emotions of guilt, emotions of frustration, depression, apathy, all these different things, I just thought that was like how it is, like there's something wrong with me, you know, like I maybe have a chemical deficiency in my brain, or like this is just how it is. I just gotta fucking deal with this shit for X amount more years of my life until I die. Like, possibly, maybe, right? Because I was kind of excited about self-help and stuff. Maybe if I try some of the self-help stuff, I'll incrementally increase and it'll slowly get better, very, slowly over time. If maybe like 2 decades from now, then I might be close to being okay. And it was very demoralizing. And that's why I gradually left the self-help world and tried to did pursue spirituality. Because in spirituality, I discovered this amazing, you can call it technology, you call it modality, you can give whatever word you want, but basically this truth. And that is, all negative emotion points to a perspective, and oftentimes multiple perspectives. That's all that's keeping you feeling that way, a way of looking at the world. And why isn't it just like, oh, okay, I feel this emotion, well, how am I looking at the world? Okay, I think that the guy who cut me off in traffic is an asshole. So, there's the truth there. I found my perspective. Why isn't all this emotion gone, Dante? The reason why it just doesn't evaporate like that, oftentimes, for something like that, funnily enough, ironically, getting cut off in traffic, you could probably let that go in the moment. I mean, some people, I guess, they might be fucked up for the rest of the day, or maybe like for a couple hours, they might still be stewing over it. Or if it was a really close call, they might talk about like, you won't even believe, when I was coming home from work, this guy, like I was driving past this intersection and he just like poked out and almost hit me. And you might tell that to a bunch of people. But I think for most people, you could probably let something like that go. I'm talking about the fears, right? I'm not comfortable creating a business. I don't think I can do it. I don't feel good enough. I have a lot of low self-esteem about this. I feel worthless. I think people are better than me. I have so much doubt because I don't think it's going to happen because I have all these negative expectations of what I think will happen, right? All that stuff. That stuff is layered, right? A belief system, a system of parts. You can call it a tree. My coach, he calls it a tree, right? A belief tree, a belief system. Layers of beliefs, and all these beliefs are just perspectives, just like a pair of glasses you put on, and that's how you see the world. It's a certain prescription, and it makes you feel a certain way, and then you're like, oh fuck, this is making me feel bad. Let me take this perspective off and put a new perspective on. Oh yeah, I see a lot more clearly. I feel a lot better. I feel a lot more confident. I feel much lighter, right? So that whole process of opening up the hood of your belief systems, diving through, drilling down the layers of perspectives and finding the root belief. Right? And there's always one core belief. There's always one core moment when I'm working with someone on a one-on-one session where I'm like, that's it. They either feel the shift, they feel lighter once they discover it. About 50% of the time that happens, they instantly feel lighter. They realize, oh, this is so silly. I cannot believe that I've been thinking this and believing this for so long because it's so not true. And then that allows them to release the entire belief system. You go all the way back up and release every layer after that, and it's no longer an issue. It's no longer a block anymore. The other thing that happens, the other 50% of the time, I will know that, the only thing we need to do here for this is just invalidate it and show the other person. Help
My job as the guide in this process is helping that other person see why this belief is false, gathering evidence for that, and preparing, assembling, creating a new reframed way of seeing things so that sticks, and then it replaces that old belief. And essentially you just do what we talked about for the other 50%. You let all those prior beliefs go, and that core belief that was sabotaging all of your success and making you feel so shitty. That's what I do for a beautiful living now. I love helping people shift out this shit that's making them feel negative and stuck and like they can't do anything about it, feeling hopeless. It just keeps nagging, keeps coming in their experience of reality. It's always hanging around, this fear, this doubt, this uncertainty, I don't know, letting that shit go. Because I have felt that way for so many years of my life, and it was fucking horrible, so brutal. And I'm not perfect. I'm working with coaches. I'm getting my own clearing sessions done, right? I'm letting stuff go. But I've let go of so much, and I am so confident with this process. I'm fucking killing it with this process. I'm having so much fun helping people clear stuff, and I want to help you clear some stuff. All right? So if you're watching this video here, then and you're up to this point in the video, I imagine you probably have something that you want to clear. You probably have something that you want to let go of, and I would love to help you do that. Okay? So let's do that. I want you, if you're watching this on YouTube, tap the link in the description below and sign up for my academy. In that academy, 3 times a week, you're going to meet up with other like-minded people like yourself to talk about emotions, how our emotions work, how our focus works, kind of getting the theory side of things, which is really, really important. But the other thing you're going to get is twice a week, you're going to have a one-on-one session with me, twice a week. So 2 private coaching sessions with me a week, clearing a specific thing. Right? Maybe it's a relationship block. Maybe it's you don't feel good enough. Maybe it's fear of rejection. Maybe it's you think you're gonna fail because you failed in the past. So twice a week we're letting go of one of those big belief systems, one of those core blocks that are getting in your way, that are hindering your progress. And this is a 3-month package. So you're gonna get to work with me over the course of 3 months. You're gonna get 3 months in the academy, three calls a week, group calls, and then 2 sessions a week that are private one-on-one sessions with me. So tap the link in the description to sign up for this academy, to get this package. If you're watching on Instagram, go tap the link in bio. There'll be a button that says Supernova Academy. Tap that, it'll be the whole bundle page. Tapping the Supernova Academy bundle will bring you to the bundle page where you get access to the academy and one-on-one sessions with me. I'm not doing this for forever. Probably doing it for the next 5 to 7 people. I just want to kind of see how it feels. It was an exciting idea to kind of pair the 2 together, because I feel like both are necessary components. You got to know how your emotions work and how all this functions, like the mindset stuff, the how-to, the operation side of thing, and then the practical actually doing it and letting it go. I have found personally that pairing these 2 together is fucking crazy. It's like it produces phenomenal results in very, very fast shifts, okay? So if you're watching on Facebook, send me a message. There might be a link somewhere. Click the link. If there's no link, just send me a private message saying, hey, I'd love to clear something. And yeah, that's it. That's all I got to say here. I want to help you change your life. I want to help you let go of some stuff that is no longer relevant to you, and it's just getting in the way. I want to help you feel lighter and more happy. I want to help you get you closer to the things that you want in life. So tap the link, sign up, join my academy. I cannot wait to see you and work with you. I'm so pumped. And without further ado, mwah, I love you. Peace.